players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. There it is, the Ferry Building in San Francisco, just down the road from our broadcast.
Well, for the Golden State...
NBA, they got a lot of pride there, there's no doubt, and rightfully so. Thank you. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Robertson. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Drexler in at the two. And for Golden State, we've got Andre Robertson. Magic Johnson is out there with Jordan. Then it's Reed, and it's Embiid, and it's center.
And when you think of shot-blocking teams, the Warriors don't come to mind, and they really should.
Well, they led the league in blocks the last 3 seasons, Greg. You're exactly right. They don't have not one single dominant force, but every position can get a block. This team funnels you into challenge shots at the rim.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. KD looking around. Good on the three-point shot.
You just feel like it's going in. Durant has a lethal-looking stroke from beyond the arc.
Johnson against Robertson. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And here are the Nets. Drexler passes to Malone. It's deflected, but they recover it.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession waste.
Robertson passes to Drexler. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of danger.
Pass to Reed. Now here's Embiid. Right side, Jordan. Kicks it to Robertson. Clock at 6. Leonard with the steal. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Johnson and Magic Johnson with the slam.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now here's Robertson. Here's Drexler. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Jordan the pass to Johnson. Drexler against Jordan. Pass to Robertson. 6 on the shot clock. Watch it fly. And Jordan gets it to go. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, and I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Jordan. A 3-ball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Jordan's got 5.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
Pass to Leonard. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Jordan. 1:56 left to play in the first. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets a floater go.
How about about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection. Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
The Warriors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
That free throw, no good. And the Warriors with some changes. Omari Spellman has come in for Reed. John Wall comes in for Michael Jordan. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Johnson. And it's Murray, that time on the assist from Porter.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Russell passes to Gobert. Outside, Wall. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Nets leading by 3. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Don Maker's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Wall. That one doesn't go. Harden with the defensive effort. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Murray, the pass to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Wall finds Gobert. Outside, Russell. They need this. The rebound by the Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
Yeah, controlling the flow of second chance opportunities is the key. I mean, something they'll try to replicate tonight.
Now, here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the wing on the left. Russell from long range. The shot, no good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the
basketball, like passion, love.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay. I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Harden in at the 2-guard spot.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Embiid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Satoransky's subbed in for John Wall. Now, here is Russell. His last outing, 16 points for him. Embiid, the pass to Maker. The pass to Russell. Lets it go with a 3. Connects from 3-point range. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making. Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Spellman the pass to Russell. Misses the three.
And they continue to control the glass.
Harden scanning the floor. From deep. The shot that time, not on target. Warriors trail by 9. Knocks it loose to the middle. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And that's smart basketball. Makers showing nice awareness there, spotting the open man.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Hey, Chris, this year pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. Let's just think about that. The Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Reedy's checked in for Amari Spellman. Jordan comes in for Thon Maker. And it's Johnson in for D'Angelo Russell. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Jordan's shot is off.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Jordan. 5 points in the game.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
3 on 3. Satoransky, the pass to Johnson. Back to Satoransky. From downtown. And again, no good by Golden State. Nets leading by 9. Here's Drexler. He drains the quick shot. Drexler's got 7 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead. Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Robertson outside. Pass to Drexler. Leonard against Satoransky. Left side, Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Joel Embiid. Andre Robertson comes in for Satoransky. And John Wall subbed in for Jordan. Robertson drives in, and he banks in the layup.
An inefficient defense there, guys. If there's one thing you want to try and take away from Robertson, it's the dribble drive.
Now here's Wall. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Robertson. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Robertson against Johnson. That one good for 2. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Durant does such a good job of getting high percentage offensive plays. I mean, you can see that over the years.
Johnson outside. Floats one, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Moses Malone. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in, and both free throws good for Johnson.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
When Durant dunks the ball, it's such an effortless lift. He just goes up and throws it down like it's nothing.
Passes it to Robertson. And here is Johnson. Drexler defending. From 10 feet out, Johnson can't get it to go.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Harden, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
He doesn't take his foot off the gas. Harden attacks the D, either finishes or gets the foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Here's Russell. Beyond the arc. And so it's Brooklyn going in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Jones. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 10. And over to Shaq.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Michael Jordan is out there with Johnson. Then it's Reed. Then there's Robertson. And it's Embiid in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
And he gets the bucket.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
On the wing, Robertson. Drexler defending. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And I think I only counted 4 total steps for Durant to go from one end of the floor to the other. I mean, he's just incredible in the open floor.
And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the pass to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Malone. And Embiid with the block. Warriors trail by 14. Robertson dishes to Johnson. Johnson double teamed. And that's collected by Malone. Malone's got 8 rebounds in this game.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
No good from Durant.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Inside. A nice shot by Reed. Reed's got 6.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Here's Robertson. It's good from the top of the key. And the Nets lead by 14.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Jordan the pass to Robertson. Johnson down low, covered by Robertson. They get it back. Here's Reed. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And it's about the want to. That's what Reed gives you. He can be the heart, the soul, and the backbone of your team.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
They get a hand on it. Drexler with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. And here's Leonard from 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 9 points in the game so far.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Jordan can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
The clean trash-talking fans. Oh, Weber, you suck. You can't shoot. So what? You just dunked on the whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You know, keep going when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams in great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under, like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us, because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot up.
His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
And the Warriors making a change here. Satoransky's checked in, and Wall kicks to Russell. A floater. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden finds Jokic. Lobbed up there for Durant.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Cans it from downtown.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Russell, and that one drops for him. Russell's got 5.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Harden with it. He's got 9. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Another miss by Harden, and for the Warriors, their shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Love that pass. Wall is a classic point guard who makes everyone around him better. When he's missed time, his teams have always suffered.
Harden outside. Z-Web, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Embiid, he's checked in for Gobert. Reed comes in for Maker. Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Satoransky. And it's Johnson in for D'Angelo Russell.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for the Warriors. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Robertson against Johnson. He dishes it to Embiid. Off target from three-point range. Nets leading by 19 points. Here's Robertson. Malone trying to break free. Robertson can't get it to go. Now Robertson. Pass to Jordan. The three. And the Warriors miss again.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Harden the pass to Robertson. And then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
The three from Johnson, nailed from three-point land.
The D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
Now here's Drexler, defended by Robertson, over Jordan, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Malone. And 11 points for James Harden.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
Jordan against Harden, stolen by Harden. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Back to Robertson. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Jordan, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Robertson against Johnson. Robertson kicks to Drexler. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Robertson, good.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
Timeout called the Warriors. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against you. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
He kicks it to Leonard. Malone against Reed. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. The Nets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Malone. Michael Porter comes in for Leonard. And it's Hill in for James Harden. Fultz the pass to Spellman. Back to Fultz. Good work defensively by KD.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
McGee finds Hill. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Here's Durant. Spellman with the rebound.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Satoransky, and the Warriors miss again. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber,